Good afternoon, and welcome to the Committee of the Whole meeting starting at 5:06 p.m. Those who are able, please stand with me. Let's all take a moment to collect our thoughts, to pray to whomever we pray for the wisdom to guide us and what is best for our children in this community. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Our mission statement this evening, or afternoon, evening, will be read by the Colleton County Middle School Skills USA team. Come on up. Welcome.
Right now? Yeah. Okay.
Colleton County School District will prepare every student to graduate with a 21st century education to be globally competitive for their chosen college and/or career path.
Great, thank you. Now, who's going to be your spokesperson to tell us a little bit about what Skills USA is about?
So what Skills USA is about, Skills USA is a competition and that helps you grow in your choices of career and helps you grow in your choices of talent. And for some cases, this can be designs like fashion, which is t-shirt design, or it can be like oh my God, I'm sorry. It can be boards, or any advertisement that is been shown. It can and these things can show your talents and what career you want. For it helps it by having you have a more bigger voice and having you to present things and give you the voice for you to be doing things in Skills USA. Skills USA is also educational by helping you research different things and helping you maintain a meaning for your design or anything that you do in Skills USA.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Now, I'd also like for you to tell each of you your name and your grade. I'll start with our spokesperson. Your name and your grade. Yes.
I'm Sage Trumbull in 7th grade.
Excellent. Next, let's just everybody just walk through very quickly.
I'm Mirav Duang and I'm in 8th grade.
Very good.
Harlem Frazier, and I'm in 6th grade.
Wonderful.
Selena Wright, and I'm in 8th grade.
Excellent.
Eden Smalls, and I'm in 7th grade.
Okay.
Serenity Richardson, and I'm in 8th grade. I'm Allison Haggard, and I'm in 6th grade.
I'm Jacelyn Linder and I'm in 8th grade.
Excellent. Thank you all for coming out. You're doing a wonderful job. And would someone like to introduce your advisor to us? Oh, you know I was going to put you on the spot.
Like always, I try to stay in the back because I try to make it about the kids. I'm Mr. Reed, Bernard Reed Jr. I'm the advisor for the Skills US team for Colleton County Middle School. And we're missing two, Amaya Taylor, who's an 8th grader, and Chloe Stebner, who's a 7th grader.
Wonderful. Thank you for the work that you do with our kids.
Thank you.
Thank you all for this evening. Okay. And if I can get my colleagues to join me in the civility pledge. I pledge to build a stronger and more effective school board by advocating for civil engagement, respecting others and their viewpoints, and finding solutions for the betterment of our school district. Thank you very much. If I have a motion to approve the approval of the agenda for this evening.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the agenda for this afternoon.
I'll second.
It has been moved and properly second that we approve the agenda for this evening's meeting. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor? Passes unanimously. Thank you. Chairman's report. Now, the school law conference is going to be August 29th through 30th in Greenville, South Carolina. Those who are interested in going to that, please make sure that you let Ms. Hyman know so that we can do our registrations for that in advance. Additionally, I'd like to remind everyone that after this evening's meeting, they're having the completers banquet at the Wildlife Center. So we're going to be cognizant of that as we're going through with our work this evening. Is there anything else I need to remind people about? Hearing nothing else. Moving on. Recognitions. Superintendent Williams. Every member of Team Colleton works for kids and makes important contributions towards becoming a world-class school system. Take it away.
First, I want to say thank you, Chair Nixon, and I'd like to say good evening to all of our board members tonight, to our school and our district leaders. Want to say good evening to you, and also to our students, our staff, our parents, our grandparents, our community members, everyone that is here to celebrate with us tonight. And I always say at this part of our board meeting, this is the most exciting part because this is where we get to recognize all of the amazing accomplishments of our students and the amazing accomplishments of our staff. So we're going to start tonight, and I want to say this, we have quite a few tonight, so it will be well worth your time, and if you don't mind, as we're recognizing, if you would please, when you're recognized, have a seat so that we can go through all of the recognitions and everyone can get that same recognition. And I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, but I want you to know that we do appreciate all of your hard work all year long, and the year is coming to an end, so that's why we have so many that we want to make sure that we let you know how much we appreciate your hard work. Okay? All right, I'm going to start with our above and beyond students, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the student's name, ask for you to come forward. I'm going to ask your parents, your grandparents, everyone that's here to support you to stand, and then I'm going to call the next student, and then after I get everyone up here, I'm going to just give you a little synopsis of what the principal submitted on your behalf, okay? All right, we're going to start with Bells Elementary School, and we are recognizing tonight Christian Chisholm, second grade student at Bells Elementary School. Come forward. All right, Christian, and look, oh, Christian has, oh, wow, he has the support. Let's give his support team a round of applause. Even one of our board members here tonight supporting Christian. All right, now we're going to Blackstreet Early Childhood Center. We ask that Joyce Richter, kindergarten student at Blackstreet, come forward, please. There she is. And we ask that Joyce's parents, grandparents that are here to support her, they're standing. Let's give them a hand. All right, we also have from Forest Hills Elementary School, Soleil Daniels. Soleil Daniels, first grade student at Forest Hills. There she is, coming down. All right. And I ask that Soleil's parents, grandparents, they're standing. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. From Hendersonville Elementary School, Cheyenne Cobbs. Cheyenne Cobbs, 4th grade student. And I see Cheyenne's parents are standing. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, from Northside Elementary School, Zoe Myers. Zoe Myers, 4th grade at Northside. Okay, Zoe didn't make it tonight. We're going to go to the next school. From Colleton County High School, Jacora Brown. Jacora Brown. And I see Jacora's mother is standing. If you all would give her a round of applause. All right, from TCTC, Kaylin Husky. Kaylin Husky. And Kaylin is a 12th grade student. She's a senior. And I see her mother. Mother is standing. Let's give her a round of applause. And then from Colleton Adult Learning Center, we have Calvin Flowers. Calvin Flowers. There he is. And if any of Calvin's family members are here, would you please stand as well? All right. So I want to say to all of our above and beyond students, I want to say to you, congratulations. Your principal submitted great information about you, but I want to say that you have demonstrated positive attitudes, outstanding effort, and have been role models for your entire school community. Thank you for being model students and letting everyone know that you are amazing products of the Colleton County School District, where it's all about the kids. So congratulations. We're going to take a quick picture, and then we want you to go and shake our board members' hands, okay?
Thank you. Keep up the good work next year. Thank you, little princess. Thank you. Mom and Dad. Congratulations. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Keep it up. Keep it up.
All right. Let's give our above and beyond students another round of applause. All right, next we're going to recognize a special group of students, and these students have earned not only their high school diploma, which they will receive on May 22nd next week, but they've also earned an associate's degree. So they are enrolled in the USC Salkehatchie dual enrollment. So this is an awesome, amazing accomplishment, and we want to call your names to come forward to be recognized at this moment. First, we have Miss Alasia Snell. Miss Alasia Snell. Okay, she's not with us. Jada Williams. John Harrison. Jordan Cohen. Jordan Way. Jordan's here. Here we go. Congratulations. And I know Ms. Bodison and her team had the senior awards, and Jordan was amazing. I mean, she received lots and lots of scholarships, so congratulations. Are any of Jordan's parents or grandparents here? If you would please stand. We also have, earning this associate's degree along with their high school diploma, Kiana Hill. Okay. Savannah J. Ross. Trinity Drayton. Zion Sally. India Green. And Jessie Bunton. Jessie's here. Congratulations. Congratulations. I want to say congratulations again to Jordan and Jessie and all of the USC dual enrollment students. I would like to say that Jordan also received a Leadership Distinction Award, and Jessie also received the Leadership Distinction Award, and he was the 2026 Student of the Year for USC Salkehatchie. So let's give them both a round of applause. All right, we're going to take a picture, and then you'll shake our board members' hands. And I think I forgot to ask Jessie's parents, if you're here, to please stand to be recognized. Yes, thank you. Thank you for being here.
It's going to be a dot.
You might save my life.
All right, let's give our dual enrollment students another round of applause.
My daughter went to see.
All right, now we're going to go to our Original Six Foundation ambassadors. And these students are a part of the Original Six After School program. And if you're not familiar with the After Six Foundation, this was a foundation that was founded by former Governor Nikki Haley. And they celebrated 10 years on Friday. So we had an opportunity, Dr. Jenkins and I went to celebrate with Northside and Cottageville students. And we have many students that are ambassadors. It was such a wonderful program. Some of our students demonstrated their leadership and their hospitality by giving the guests bracelets that they had made for the occasion. So at this time, I want to ask these students, if you're here, to come up to be recognized. From Northside Elementary, we have Ryan Withers. Okay. Mariah Van Dyke. Autumn Van Dyke. Zariah Manigo. And Lamara Fryer. Oh, she's here. And then from Cottageville Elementary School, we have Miss Autumn Evans. Autumn Evans. All right, Lamara, glad you're here. Congratulations. Job well done. She was one of the presenters. She was able to present their projects and did a wonderful job. Let's give Lamara another round of applause. And if Lamara's parents are here, if you would please stand to be recognized. Yes. All right. We're going to take a quick picture, okay? All right, let's give Lamara another round of applause. Great job. All right, we have another student that we want to recognize, and this student won the Technology Champion Award for the Low Country region. And I'd like to ask Mr. Joseph Kyle Linder to come forward, please. All right, I'm going to read a little about Kyle and his award. He was nominated by Miss Jasmine Williams for the Technology Champion Award for the Low Country region. He was awarded $500 in recognition of his achievements in CTE. He was also recognized for his summer internship with Boeing and has since accepted a full-time position with Boeing. So congratulations, Joseph. Okay, got it. So we're going to do this. You stay right there, and I'm going to call another group of students, and we're going to get one picture together, okay? All right, so the next group of students is from Colleton County Middle School. These are the students that came up and read our mission statement and told a little bit about Skills USA. Well, for the first time, Colleton County Middle School had the following students participate in March Skill USA South Carolina event in Columbia. Listen at this. Every student, every one of them, came home with either a first or second place award. Every last one of them. That's amazing. So we want to call those students to come forward now and stand beside Kyle, because you'll be a senior at one time. Soon you'll be a senior. So I want to ask Allison Haggard, Chloe Stebner, Marav Dewangan. Oh, they're all coming up. I'm just going to call your names. Harlan Frazier, Jace Linder, Amaya Taylor, Selena Wright, and Eden Smalls. And if your parents are here to support you, parents, if you would please stand at this time. And I'm going to read the gold medals. These students received gold medals and a trip to the national championship in Atlanta, Georgia, which is coming up in June. And those students were Marav Dewangan. He won a gold medal for the job open skills demonstration. So, right, wave your hand. There you go. Miss Serenity Richardson, 8th grade student, she won for the pen design. Pen design. Serenity, there you go. And then Sage Trimble, 7th grade student, she won a gold medal for the t-shirt design. All right, congratulations again, and also to their gracious leader, Mr. Bernard Reed. If you would just wave your hand, let's give him a round of applause. Okay, we're going to take a quick picture, and then you can shake our board members' hands.
Can't help but recognize the two Linder boys in the middle, the brothers.
All right, we're almost there, almost there. We now have our staff recognitions, and we have a few staff that we would like to recognize tonight. I want to thank you for your patience. We have just a few more. Okay. I tried. Now, we have a very special award. One of our staff members, she is one of our global career development facilitators, and she won the 25-26 South Carolina Career Specialist of the Year. So we ask that Ms. Charlene Barnes-Williams come forward. So I can say a lot of things about Ms. Charlene Barnes-Williams. She assists in every aspect of the school district that you can ever want to think of. She works at Colleton County Middle School. She supports the staff there. She works with the Oveus program. She works with the after-school program. She does so many different things, and we just want to thank you and congratulate you and celebrate you, Ms. Charlene Barnes-Williams, for your great achievement. So we're going to take a picture and then let you shake our board members' hands. Okay. Let's give Ms. Charlene Barnes-Williams another round of applause. And we have another staff member that we would like to recognize, and that staff member is none other than Ms. Catherine Fanchette. If you would come forward, Ms. Fanchette. So Mrs. Fanchette is the coordinator of educator effectiveness, retention, and recruitment for the district. And Ms. Fanchette's work expands lots of different things, from evaluations to just making sure that our teachers have what they need. And one of the things that she has instituted for our district is a caring closet. So in that caring closet, there are clothes, household items, just different things that our staff members can come to and get free of charge that has been donated by staff members and the community. And I'm telling you, I've seen that closet, and it's not just hand-me-downs, new clothes with tags on them. So we want to thank Ms. Fanchette and recognize her because she was recognized in the Sarah magazine, a state magazine that recognized Colleton County School District's Catherine Fanchette for her initiative with the caring closet. So congratulations, Ms. Fanchette. Give her a round of applause. Sure.
Just our district was one of 3 districts that were recognized at our Sarah State meeting. So Aiken County, Beaufort County, and Colleton County were recognized.
So Colleton was in that top 3, yes. So if you could stay right there, because I'm going to recognize another group of administrators. So you stay right there, and we're going to get that picture together. So on May 1st was National Principals Day. And if you all don't know what a principal does, you just need to go and walk in their shoes one day. They do so much for our students, our staff, our community. And I just want to thank our principals at this time for their hard work, for their leadership, for their dedication of our K-12 schools, also our vice principals. And if we have any that are here, we want you to come up as well. So thank you for creating inclusive schools. Thank you for supporting our teachers and our staff. And just thank you for driving student success. And those 3 things that I mentioned, that's a job. That is a job. So at this time, we would like to recognize our principal of Bells Elementary School, Miss Angel Ferguson, if you would come forward. Our principal of Blackstreet Early Childhood Center, Miss Tiffany Pearson. Our our principal of Cottageville Elementary School, she's not with us tonight, Ms. Tashina Allen, but is Ms. Scoville here in her place? Is Ms. Scoville here? Yes, Ms. Scoville, if you would come up, please. And I don't think Ms. Allen would mind, but if you would just keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And then from Forest Hills Elementary School, Mr. Joseph Guarino, if you would come forward. From Hendersonville Elementary School, Ms. Flory Edwards. From Northside Elementary School, Miss Lauren Behe. From Colleton County Middle School, Mr. Eddie Peoples. From Colleton County High School, Miss Eureka Bodison. From TCTC, Mr. Andy Kubik. I told Mr. Kubik, I said, you cleaned up real good tonight. And from CAS, Colleton Academy for Success, Mr. Dr. Ron Yeomans. Okay, and in Miss Tiffany Pearson's place, we have Miss Tracy Glover. Miss Glover, if you would come forward, please. And then I know that, you know, it's a school, but it's a district level too, but Colleton Adult Learning Center, Mr. Horvath, come on down, please. So I just want to say to all of you again, thank you for, I know sometimes a thankless job that you do each and every day. We do appreciate you. Keep just hang in there and just keep doing what's best for our students, because I know that's what you do each and every day. So we're going to get a quick picture, and then we're going to, okay.
We just want to jump in real quick and just pause with the, I guess, acknowledgments and recognitions. And there's an unrehearsed poem that we wanted to share, because we know Ms. Williams, you love poems. And she always has a poem for the exact appropriate moment. So if you have the a paper, if you can come up, or I can just pass this because this is wireless, right? So we're just going to go.
For 41 years, you answered the call, giving your heart, your wisdom, your all.
From teacher to principal, district leader too, Colleton was blessed because of you.
You led with kindness, purpose, and care, modeling for others to be present and fair.
Your love for children shined each day, guiding decisions in every way.
It's all about the kids was more than a phrase. It became your mission each and every day.
And through every challenge, your message stayed clear. The time is now for every child here.
Now retirement brings a well-earned rest after giving CCSD your very best.
Thank you, Jessica Williams, for all you've done. Your legacy of heart lives on in Colleton.
Oh, wow. I'm going to tell you, you all almost had me in tears there. you know, when you don't expect something, it means even more. So thank you all so much for your diligence, and thank you for the recognition. And you know, this will always be my home. This is my home. I love it. I love the children. I love the people. I love this community. Thank you all for being an awesome team and allowing me to lead you without resistance. That means a lot. So thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right.
The first one is like at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so you have a copy. Thank you, thank you. So principals, I just want to say again, thank you, and let you know that I know that kickball tournament is tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, so I wish each of you luck. Joe, I know I'm still rooting for you in Cottageville. I know they are rivals all the time. They take this competition very seriously. So if you all get a chance to, please come out to the kickball tournament tomorrow at the Recreation Center at 8:30? At 9:30. At 9:30 tomorrow.
Bell's gonna get the championship back.
Uh-oh. The challenge is on. Ms. Ferguson said yes. All right. Now, the next part of our recognitions for tonight, I'm going to now turn it over to Nurse Dania Dingle. If she would come forward. We have a partnership with MUSC and Boeing Wellness Initiative. So I'm going to ask Nurse Dingle if she would come up and introduce our guests.
Good evening, board chair, board members, stakeholders, guests. I am now going to introduce our nursing department. Today is the last day of Nurses Week, National Nurses Week, so happy Nurses Week, nurses. And as they come up, I'm going to call them up. Elementary first, we have Angie Gillison, Forest Hills, and Johnny Gerard. Then we have our middle school nurses, Amanda Frank, Jeanette Ron. I missed the elementary nurse, Donna Waddell, Cottageville. And then CCMS, Kimberly Malcahaney and Deborah Daniels. Not present, but I do want to mention their names as well. Kira Green, Hendersonville, Lily Hayward, Bells, and Melissa West, Northside. Okay. Just a little brief introduction. We also have with us MUSC and Boeing with the Wellness Initiative. They are here tonight to present the awards for the Wellness Initiative. Colleton County School District has been a part of this initiative for 10 years. And every year, each one of our schools place high enough within that checklist that they earn a monetary award. minimally $500 all the way up to $2,000 for the top school. And with that money, they do a lot of healthy initiatives for our school district, for our students and staff. But I'm going to call up Carrie Holyfield and Dr. Head, part of MUSC Children's Wellness, and they will present the awards.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kathleen Head from the Medical University of South Carolina. I just wanted to thank this district for being such an integral part of keeping children healthy and well, and for participating in this initiative for so long. We're really so thankful for the school nurses, who not only play a very important part of being a school nurse, but they lead the wellness committees in this district, which is an extra job for them. They don't have to do it, but it's so very important for the wellness culture in the schools here, and they do an excellent job. So I'll pass it over to Carrie, who's gonna announce our winners and the wellness awards for this year.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. I'm Carrie Holyfield with the MUSC Boeing Center. All right, so I have some really exciting awards today. So I'm going to be calling out schools for participation. Everyone earned an award. They all did phenomenal. And then I'll be doing a third place, second place, and then grand prize. All right, so in no particular order, Nurse Green did a phenomenal job with Henderson Elementary. Bells Elementary with Miss Holloway and Miss Smiley. Nurse Hayward did an amazing job as well. Blackstreet Early Childhood Center did an incredible job. Northside Elementary School with Nurse West did an incredible job. Colleton County Middle, Nurse Frank did an amazing job. All right, so now I want to call up third place, which is going to be Nurse McElhaney with Colleton County High. Yes. And Miss Daniels. Oh, and Miss Daniels, yes. Thank you so much, guys. All right, let me find this. Can you sort through? There we go, that's it. All right. Then in second place, we have Cottageville Elementary with Nurse Waddell. Awesome, come up. And then round of applause, our grand prize winner, who will receive $2,000 this year, is going to be Nurse Gillison and Nurse Gerard with Forest Hills Elementary School. Congratulations. Can we give them all a big round of applause? And while I saw the mic too, I just want to give a special shout out to Nurse Dingle. She does such an incredible job really leading the way on this initiative. So if we could give a special round of applause as well just to Nurse Dingle and all her hard work.
All right, Chair Nixon, this ends our student and staff recognition for tonight.
Well, thank you, Superintendent Williams, and again, congratulations to all of those people that were honored this evening. They do an exceptional job, and they are what makes Colleton County exceptional. Moving on, please. Any old business we need to discuss? Superintendent Williams, anything? Any new business we need to discuss?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to thank Ms. Hyman for giving us the updated calendar. I know things are changing daily and adding, and there's so many wonderful things that our schools are doing to end out the school year. And I just wanted to thank Ms. Hyman and highlight for board members that things have been added even today. So thank you, Ms. Hyman.
Yes, thank you very much, Ms. Hyman. Moving on, policy issues, policy items. First reading, I will turn that over to the policy chairperson, Ms. Whitkin.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon. Board members, before you, there are two policies for first reading. Policy IHBB, the Gifted and Talented Education Policy. This is a policy that has been adjusted and changed. It was reviewed and presented to our policy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's always helpful. This was presented to the policy committee and reviewed extensively by our administration and staff. And you will find that there were, as it was reviewed, very little change was made. We do notify or have identified the State Board of Education regulations. Those are identified. There's been a slight change in the third paragraph, and that is in red. And for the most part, just so that we know, our district will abide by all South Carolina Board of Education regulations, and that's what this policy states. Those were very recently well reviewed within our district, so just know that the policy review kind of put into focus where we are in our Gifted and Talented program, and so it was a intended and well-intended efforts to focus on that program. So board members, very few changes to that policy. The second policy before you is policy JKE. And this policy has to do with the expulsion of students. This also has some South Carolina cases that are referenced in the policy, but you'll find that the policy itself was very is a new policy that we're presenting, and there are extensive specifics that are placed in the administrative rule, and this is helping to guide us in this process, the most specific of which, pardon me as I pull it up, to reference the change in policy JKE is the student having the right to appeal. That was changed to the superintendent, and it was changed to the board so that the superintendent will accompany the board in any type of appeal. Are there any questions about those two policies for first reading?
Questions, discussion? Hearing none, please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon. And then policies for second reading. I don't feel the need to review those at this time unless there's any questions. Those have all been through complete first reading. The changes that were placed during first reading are before you. Happy to answer any questions that board members have before the vote next week.
Questions, discussion? Hearing none, thank you very much, Ms. Whitkin.
Mr. Nixon, I do want to make note that our next meeting will be after, the next policy committee meeting will be after our regular board meeting in June, and the regular meeting in May, and it'll be after Memorial Day, and I will get you that date. June
1st.
Thank you. And at that time, board members, we are considering a review of the organization chart, and so that discussion will take place then.
Okay, and that meeting will be June 1st at 5 o'clock?
Correct.
Very good. Let's make note of that, members. Thank you very much, Ms. Whitcomb. Moving on. Number 8, Superintendent's Report. Effective leadership supports learning and optimal performance for all students. Superintendent Williams.
Thank you, Chair Nixon. At this time, I call Mr. Guarino from Forest Hills Elementary. He's going to give the board an update on his continuous improvement plan.
It's off the slides, though. So, oh, I can control it. Okay, so current rating, we have an average rating for the last school year, carried over into this school year, with designations for students with disabilities and Hispanic subgroups. All right, resource and equity goal definition. Based on the South Carolina Department of Education, a resource and equity goal is a strategic objective designed to identify and address disparities in access to resources that hinder the academic success of specific student populations. All right, so looking at that, the bold part, students with disabilities scoring meets or exceeds in academic achievement from 4.4 to 10 points. That's the goal from last year to this year. All right, so resource and equity strategies, we have double dose reading with our literacy lab. We have 2 reading interventionists in there. They use Orton Gillingham. We also have in gen ed classes, we have students or teachers using Heggerty and UFly, which are 2 other programs that we found success with this year. We've had a team teaching model for inclusion with our resource teacher for grades 1, 2, and 3. As the year went on, we pulled back to just first and second. Third has seemed to be too many, too much to manage, so we pulled back and just went all in on first and second grade. Our resource and equity strategies also involves teams. We took out the computer lab and we instituted a teams model. It's pretty much STEAM with the S at the end to emphasize the collaboration, technology, engineering, arts, math, and science. So we track progress of all targeted student subgroups using a spreadsheet, emphasis on speech, resource, MLL, and multi-categorical, provide professional development on inclusion practices and data-driven planning. Our ELA goal, we want the reading to go from 3.7 to 8.7. I already mentioned that using Heggerty and UFly. Small group instruction aligned to student data. I feel like I should be wearing the Cougar mascot costume. It would be more interesting with this. Sorry. So the math, we want to go from 7.4 to 12.4. Math strategies. We had a math interventionist for the first semester. That interventionist is going to become a teacher, so she actually served as, she's doing her intern in one of the second grade classrooms. We also use 180 days of math. We spiral math with standards mastery, and all that is to support the Tier 1 instruction. PBSS initiative, individual and small group sessions using Quaver. We use coping strategies, problem-solving skills, and positive behavior habits. Work with small groups as well as individual with our 2 PBSS positive behavior support specialists. The biggest thing is relationships with them, and the way they form relationships and work as a team. The CLT, the Cub Leadership Team, we have the professional school counselor and then the 2 PBSS. On here, obviously it doesn't look good when you see the number of referrals from 241 to 361. There are more referrals this year. We did do a very good job documenting our referrals. You can see the bus violations jumped this year, so we know to target bus violations from the start of the year next year. But having 2 positive behavior support specialists is definitely key to being able to manage that number, especially having a whole nother upper grade level at Forest Hills next year. Our attendance is pretty similar, 92.5 to 92.7, and chronic absenteeism is hovering around 25%. All right, questions?
Any questions? Discussion?
Mr. Nixon, if I may, what is it that Forest Hills is doing to work on the absenteeism rate that you currently have?
So we have the plans where parents come in and try to put them on an improvement plan, make them aware of what's happening, how it affects academics. Every morning with tardiness, when they're missing that, even just being absent, being tardy. SEL is the start of every morning at Forest Hills. And also we try to make learning fun with the arts integration. So that's another big thing. I think all that together, making students want to come to school, but also just communicating the importance to the parents, because obviously the kids can't get themselves to school. They do play a part in making it easy for their parents to get them to school, of jumping out of bed and getting their shoes on and those types of things. But I think the conferences with the parents, making school enjoyable, making sure students feel safe, welcome at school, all contributes to what we do to try to improve that number.
Thank you, Mr. Greeno.
Sure.
I did hear about a student effort for a math interventionist. Do you think you'll have a math interventionist next year?
I do think we would have one. Once we get all teachers filled, then we can look at the extras.
Understood.
But we don't have anywhere near as many vacancies as last year. So HR did an awesome job sending candidates and recruiting. So we look like we're in really good shape for that. Now, just because you can find an interventionist, though, you gotta make sure they're the right interventionist too. So it's tough to find, but when you do find a good one, you want to hold on to them for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I love how you're making sure the emphasis is on math, and I just wonder, are you seeing results, you know, when you're looking at their benchmarks for the hands-on math and science?
Yes, and I'm just kind of staring because I think I had stuff in the slides that had the data of what it looked like for the math. The math was high in iReady compared to last year. Higher, I should say, not high. But we also had a success with our MLL population. We focused them all in one classroom for like Whaley had them in first grade, and then Ascendido in second, and then third, fourth, fifth. And concentrating them in there, they're able to scaffold on who worked well with who, like they can pull each other up. I'm kind of comfortable in this language, but also the teacher becomes the expert in the strategies to be able to help them. And also iReady even sent out, say, hey, what are you doing with your MLL population? Because it's a bright spot at your school. So I think all that together, helping them kind of helps with the math. Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't see it here, but can you speak about your inclusion? Because I know you're working hard with that.
So with the inclusion, they had their training last summer, and then Ms. Wilson pushes in as a resource teacher, and we amended the IEPs to be able to have the accommodation where they can push in. We found out just doing it to push in wasn't necessarily the best thing for each student. So although you would want it to be able to push in, to keep them in that general education environment, sometimes they needed to be able to pull out to have this smaller environment, less distractions, then work their way back in. So it definitely, you jumped in and then you found out where you needed to pull back in certain areas.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
If no other questions, I do have one. The increase in the disciplinary issues, have we targeted why all of a sudden we've had this spike in hitting, kicking, pushing? Is it just full moons? What?
Is it just what? Full moons?
I know that people don't believe, but that sometimes does affect.
Well, no, I think it's just doing a better job of coaching the teachers on how to recognize the situation before it gets to that point. We tell the kids every morning, hands and words are for helping, not for hurting. And just going through those expectations and being super consistent with it. And it just, the data doesn't necessarily say you're doing something wrong. It highlights a need. So the need is being able to provide PD for the teachers on de-escalating and redirecting and pre-correcting, so it doesn't even get to that point. But that's what that kind of tells us.
Okay, very good. Any other questions, comments, statements? Hearing none. Thank you very much, Mr. Corino.
All right.
And good luck tomorrow, by the way, because I know that I know who I cheer for all the schools, but I know that some of my babies will be on that field with you. So.
I do too.
All right, Superintendent Williams.
Thank you, Chair Nixon. Thank you, Mr. Guarino. You did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next, we asked Ms. Hamilton if she would come with the HR update.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just want to remind you that certified contracts were due last Sunday, or this past Sunday, and we have 38 certified staff members who resigned in lieu of signing their contracts. Of that 38, we have 28 vacancies, with 10 being, so let me be clear. We have 38 vacancies. 28 of those 38 are new vacancies as a result of staff members not signing. 10 are existing vacancies, okay? May 15th, this Friday, our letters of agreement from our working retirees and our teachers who are in our alternative pathways are those who are awaiting test scores. Those letters of agreements are due Friday. And then our work agreements went out for our classified staff this past Monday, and they are due on Friday, May 22nd. Right now, we're at 55% of our classified staff having returned those, so they're doing a great job with them having just gone out yesterday of returning those. Any questions before I move on?
Questions?
All right, just some reminders. This Thursday at 5 o'clock, we will honor our retirees for the district. So we'll be right here in this room. We'll transform this room so that we can set up for the banquet. But all are invited. And thank you to those of you who have RSVP'd. So just want to put in a plug for our directors and our principals. And if principals cannot be there, they can send their AP, but just want to make sure that our retirees have some type of representation. HR will recognize Teacher of the Year, Support Employee of the Year, during our staff recognition segment of the board meeting next week. And before that, we'll have a drop-in at 5:30 right here in the boardroom. So your vacancies will be updated next week because, you know, we had to get that data in, and yesterday I was crunching numbers once contracts were due. So the report that you have, of course, was prior to contracts being returned, and so your data is not accurate. And so next Tuesday, you'll have the most recent numbers as it relates to vacancies. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that our new employee orientation will be held at the district office this year. We received feedback from our employees, our new employees for the last 2 years, and so the team, the HR team, has decided that we need to provide accommodations as we see fit according to the data that we received from our surveys that they gave. So the high school is just way too massive, and it was a lot of confusion for them. So we want to make their transition as smooth and seamless as possible. So we will hold it here, and we will involve all of our directors that we can to help us onboard our new employees, and that will be July 21st through July 24th. Any questions? I'm happy to answer.
Questions, comments?
Ms. Hamilton, would you mind sending us a list of the retirees that we'll be honoring on Thursday, just so that we know who they are?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll get our benefits specialist to do that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Hearing no other questions, thank you very much. Ms. Wade.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hamilton. We ask Ms. Barrett to come with the finance update.
Good evening, board members, staff members, and members of the audience. I'm going to just go over a budget update based on our second reading information that we may have. Okay, then I think this. Okay. This is just a budget calendar for the state legislators, show you where they are. And actually, this should be the last week of session that they're having right now. Okay, but the House and the Senate have both passed their version of the budget, and they're now in conference committee to resolve differences. With both versions of the budget, it still have the $2,000 salary increases for the teachers. And with the district enrollment, our 45-day count, actual student count, was 4,192, and our 135-day count was 4,142. So we had a decrease of 50 students from our 45-day count to 135-day count. Our ADM was $3,999.81 at the 45-day, and at the 135-day is $3,968.43, which we had a decrease of 31.38. And because the ADM change is very little, I expect minimal impact overall. But however, we have to always remember that anytime we have the 135-day calendar and we get our final numbers from the State Department, we may see a decrease in our funding source, but I have not gotten any numbers yet from the State Department as far as what our number is going to be for that second reading yet. Because we are currently just waiting allocation from them, and I'm hoping we should get it by the end of the week, or by the end of by the end of the week, hopefully, at the beginning of next week, we should have some numbers. And one item that we're also looking at is the state is proposing to expand the paid parental leave from 6 weeks to 12 weeks. And this is what we call an unfunded mandate. That means that the district have to pay for it with no funding coming from the state. So we are looking at that, and the proposal is currently unfunded and required, we have to absorb all the costs. It may be including costs for substitute, coverage expense, staffing challenges, and potential effects on the classroom, but that mandate has still in the House, and it has not passed yet, but they're expecting it to pass, but when it does, it will have some impact on our financial state with the general fund. Okay, anybody have any questions on that?
Questions? Hearing none, carry on.
Okay. I have my monthly revenue comparison and monthly expenditure comparison. If you have any questions on that, I would be glad to answer any questions.
Any questions, members?
Okay.
Hearing none, thank you. All right. Superintendent Williams.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Barrett. At this time, we're going to ask Mrs. Hedden. She's going to come up and give us a presentation on our summer programs that are coming up in June. So Mrs. Hedden and her team has worked very hard on putting together an exceptional program, and she's going to come forward now to give you the details of our summer learning programs.
Good afternoon, board members, Superintendent Williams, and stakeholders. Tonight, I'm just going to give a very brief overview of the district's summer learning program. The purpose of our program is to provide remediation as well as accelerated growth in the areas of literacy for our pre-K through third grade population of students, address unfinished learning in reading and math and science in our secondary program, and to prevent summer learning loss, as well as to increase student confidence and engagement. For our locations of operations, as you can see, we'll have the elementary program at Forest Hills Elementary, and we'll have the secondary program at Colleton County High School. Under each one of the locations, as you can see, we will have different groups of students. We'll have our 4K through third grade students, our migrant camp, our extended school year services for our special needs population, and then also we're partnering with South Carolina State to provide 1 week of the Summer Explorers Camp for grades 3 through 8. At Colleton County High School, we'll have our 6th through 8th grade content recovery students, our GAP program, and our Twilight program. For the days of the week, we always operate during the month of June, from June 1st this year through June the 25th. It's going to be a total of 16 days. We will have operations from Monday through Thursday. For Forest Hills, we'll have hours of operation will be from 7:30 to 2:15. And then at the high school, depending on the program, if it's Twilight, it should be 8 to 2:30. GAP program will be from 8 to 2, and then our content recovery for grades 6 through 8 will be from 8 to 12. So this year, we asked our schools to use their professional judgment while reviewing the students' academic data and to focus on the students with that face the most need, and whether it be in reading intervention or additional instructional support. So we offered students the opportunity to come. They received an invitation from the school, and that was based on several measures of data. And as you can see, these are the students we targeted. Since we're only in the summer learning program for 16 days, it's very important that our students attend all 16 days. Now, they are allowed to miss 2 days, but we really want them to get the full benefit of the program. And if they miss more than the 2 days, then we will ask them to be removed from the program. It's very in-depth and it's concentrated, and we need them to be there every day. We're currently working on the staffing, and as you can see here, these are the various positions that will be offered during the program. Most of these are the same ones that we use year after year. We have added OVEA staff this year as one of our rotations. And then I want to focus for just a minute on our third grade population and our first grade population. Act 114 is requiring that students who are third grade students that scores does not meet on SC Ready, they are required by law to be to come to summer learning, to be invited to summer learning. If they do not come and they do not meet a good cause exemption, then they will be retained in third grade. So there are some good cause exemptions that a student may qualify for that would exempt them from that ruling. One of the good cause exemptions would be if this child comes to the summer reading camp and they actually score 489 on iReady, or they retake SC Ready and they meet gets an approaching expectation. Well, for us, we're not giving SC Ready during summer learning. What we utilize iReady, and we do have a pre-score that we give, a pre-test score, and then we have a post-test score. All of our data that's collected is input into PowerSchool, and all of the data is tracked by the State Department as well as for our district. We'll have individuals from the State Department. They will come in, they'll review our program as well as for 4K, as well as for first grade and third grade. Now, this year, first grade has been added in on the Read to Succeed legislation. So we must invite the students who are performing below the remediation cut score of 24.7% on their spring iReady. We must invite them to summer learning. If they come, that's great. We want them to come. We'll test them again to see if they meet the cut score. If they don't, will they be retained? No, they will not. That is only ruling for third grade. Next year, they will incorporate second grade into the Read to Succeed classes and grade. So right now, for this year, it's going to be your first grade, it's going to be your third grade. And then you see you also have some other good cause exemptions. So if you're a student that has limited English proficiency, maybe you've only been in the country a short amount of time, and you've received less than 2 years of instruction in English as a second language, you're exempt from the retention. If you have a student who is let's see, who has received 2 years of reading intervention and has previously been retained, again, that's a good cause exemption. So those are some of the good cause exemptions. We track all of that data throughout the year with the spring as being our first point of data, and then we track it through the summer program. Expectations. Like I said, we are only there for 16 days, so it's very important that all of our participants who are coming will follow our behavior expectations, same behavior expectations as they have all year long. However, if we have students who are continuing to choose to break the rules, then we do remove them from the program. Because it is such a concentrated program, we want to make sure that it's everyone has the best results from it. All of our students receive breakfast and lunch at no cost. Transportation is provided for our elementary students as well as our GAP students. If students receive bus referrals during the program, then their bus transportation will be revoked and they will lose that opportunity. And I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have about the summer program.
Any questions, members?
Is there any cost involved for the student?
For the elementary, no. Now, if you're looking at for the middle school program, last year there was a charge for the students to recover 2 courses, and it was $50 per course. That is something we're looking at right now, again, to institute for this year. Again, $50, and they are allowed to, pick up 2 courses or recover content for 2 courses. There's no charge in any of the other programs.
Thank you.
Much of the programs that we have, like the SERDEP, that comes with a funding source. So we have a pot of money to take care of that. Our Read to Succeed money, same way. It pays for the Read to Succeed program. And then for our kindergarten and second grade, that's paid for through Title I. The others are, if they're not funded by a grant, then we don't have a funding source other than the district.
So it's middle and high?
Middle, it would be your content recovery, and then high if we have any Twilight students.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Hearing none, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Superintendent Williams.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Hedden, for that presentation. Next is our operations report. Operational management. Board members, you receive the reports from our operational management division. If you have any questions, our directors are here. They will be able to answer any questions you may have.
Ms. Williams, I just had one question, and you can get back with me.
Okay.
There might have been more, but I noticed there was one bid that we didn't get any, RFP that we didn't get any bids for, so I just wondered how we will meet the needs. Will it go out again, or, how we will meet the needs for that, or any others that I might have missed that we didn't get any bids back in, but I see a
Okay.
lot of things happening, but you can just get back to me
I can do that.
on
I can put it in the board brief for Friday.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Any other questions?
Also, just wanted to highlight in that operation report that we saw that our girls soccer and our girls softball went to playoffs, and look forward to hearing about that, but just getting to playoffs, hats off to them, and any other good news that is pending this week, it said, of those accomplishments.
Yes, we do have lots of accomplishments, and some have not come in yet, but our athletic department will be recognized at our board meeting on the 19th.
Any other questions?
Mr. Nixon, just want to make note of the email that we received this afternoon, changing the capital projects work session to next Monday at 5. Will we receive information about what is being considered for capital projects in the 2006 2007 school year at that time?
No, this is primarily for work that needs to be done this summer for the 26-27 school year. That information, will come to you at a later time under Superintendent-elect Aldridge. But right now, we want to make sure that that we have everything we need in order to get projects that need to be done over the summer for the opening of the 26-27 school year. And then the funding for next year, I think it doesn't come until September. Is that correct, Ms. Barrett? That funding does not even come until September.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. I understand the importance for identifying projects for the summer. We just have never walked into the start of a new budget year without the understanding of the priorities and the allocations for the next year projects. That is concerning to me to know. I feel like the board needs some discussion, and if we might consider that next Monday on what it is we need to focus on so that the money is not drained, but yet focused on what the priorities of this board intends to use them for. So I request some time on that agenda for the 2006-2007 capital project budget.
And if I could just echo that, I don't know that there are, but I can remember there have been times that we got cost savings when different departments were able to order, early and get things done during the summer before teachers. It might not be a year that we need to do that, but, like replace computers or something. But yeah, I don't want the board being the one holding back. If there's something we need to approve for departments to move forward, before we transition to the next superintendent, because those are things that happen, in June.
Okay. Most definitely we'll get that information for you.
All right. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, moving on. Number 11 is moot because there's no one that needs to call in. Do I have a motion that we move into executive session?
Chairman Nixon, I make a motion that we enter into executive session for the items 12.1, discussion and receipt of legal advice on property matters, and 12.02, discussion and receipt of legal advice regarding superintendent evaluation.
Second.
It has been moved and properly second that we move into executive session to discuss item points 12.01 and 12.02. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor? Unanimous consent. You're in executive. I entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we enter back into open session.
Second. It has been moved and properly second that we enter back into open session. Any discussion? Hearing none, those in favor? Unanimous consent. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion we adjourn.
Second. It has been moved and properly second that we adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? We are adjourned.